Project finalization is very important to the West Virginia Division of Highways. Each role in a project has responsibilities and duties that will ensure a project is finalized completely. Let's discuss some of the responsibilities the district construction engineers and area engineers have during project finalization. Contractors, West Virginia Division of Highway staff, and any consultants acting on their behalf all play a role in making each project a success. It's important to understand the documentation required and what resources are available. The numerous responsibilities required to manage and close out a successful project within a timeline are very important. Construction engineers and area engineers lead their construction divisions with vast responsibilities. At a minimum, they organize staff, administer programs, and provide day-to-day direction for their construction division in their respective districts. They have varied years of experience in a field and use that experience to develop others and to lead their team effort. Project supervisors report directly to the area engineers, who in turn report to the construction engineer. When it comes to finalizing projects in the district construction department specifically, it is the area engineers and ultimately the construction engineer's responsibility to ensure the project personnel are trained and supported and are required to maintain proper documentation for the finalization process. Communication is the key to a successful project. In addition to the construction engineer and area engineers, the finalization team consists of the project supervisor and inspectors, the district materials division, the final section, and the contractor. Construction and area engineers assign project supervisors to each construction project. With their oversight, each project supervisor is responsible for the entire scope of the project. Project supervisors are responsible for overseeing any inspection staff on site, ensuring they are properly equipped. They work closely with the district finals office, and especially the district materials division, to ensure all materials are certified and accepted. Project supervisors generate estimates for payment to the contractor for approval by the area engineer and document and generate all change orders. Projects must verify EEO and DBE compliance and must check and confirm all contractor payrolls. Near the completion of the project supervisor requests the final inspection by the construction engineer. Challenges that project personnel could face include a lack of experience due to attrition and the lack of available training. They may not have a clear understanding of the requirements and may not yet have the skills to manage time and projects effectively. Therefore, it is important for the construction engineer and area engineers to have open communication with their project staff and equip them with the resources and training needed. They need to hold the project supervisors accountable to meet the requirements needed in order to finalize a project within the 180-day time period goal. The experience level of the inspection staff will determine the level of support they need. Help the inspection staff grow by providing consistent support and supervision on all levels throughout the project. This will ultimately ensure the finalization steps of a contract are staying on course and complying with the timeline for completion. Communication between the project staff and the district materials office is important to the contract. The project staff must notify the materials division of quality assurance testing needs. It is important for the materials division to communicate rejected sample information back to the project. These are examples of how communication on all levels is required and should be handled. There are ways that area engineers can work to facilitate this communication that may be specific to each district. The area engineer will work with the project supervisor to ensure the proper finalization documentation is provided to the final section so they can prepare the final estimate package for the project control section of contract administration. Any missing or inaccurate data in the final estimate package delays the process of sending it on for approval and ultimately finalizing the contract. It is important for the contractor to effectively communicate daily with the project personnel regarding progress, documentation, testing needs, and results. The contractor will provide all documentation for material certification prior to or when materials arrive on the project site. The contractor must follow all DBE and EEO labor compliance policies and will provide certified payrolls when required. Ultimately, the construction engineer is the main point of contact for the department and should let the project staff handle the communication with the contractor unless help is needed. Failure to obtain required documentation and signatures from the contractor will cause delays in the project finalization process. Again, this requires good communication between all stakeholders on a project. We have identified the importance of project finalization and the role everyone plays in the process. Now it is up to the project personnel, the materials division, the final section, and the contractor to work together to complete a successful on-time project. Be accountable to all parties to make sure this process is a smooth one. There are many resources available to ensure documentation is being entered and reported correctly. Finalization of a project may begin on day 1, but it continues on day 2 and beyond. Communication is the key to a successful project. Support, trust, and responsibility are required. Finalizing a project is more than just paying estimates. Each material line item must be documented, certified, and accepted. The department must be a good steward of the funding allocated for each project and aware of any delays in closing out a project that will cause issues in available funding for future projects. The bottom line is, be accountable, stay on top of the requirements, and communicate effectively with your team. Additional information is available on the West Virginia Division of Highways website. If you have questions, please contact your immediate supervisor. This video has been created by WRA in conjunction with the West Virginia Division of Highways and the West Virginia Contractors Association. Thank you.